Hello everybody and welcome! Welcome adventurers, my name is Grief and today we are continuing the Great Ace Attorney. We should be able to finish chapter 1 today. I'm thinking at least. So last we left off, hold on, let's pause it real quick. Okay, last we left. Okay, a judicial assistant and a woman. Okay, last we left off, I think we killed a man. And it's looking more and more like we did. Your voice is loud. Is it? I might be because I moved my mic closer to my mouth. How's that? How's that? Is that better? I moved the mic directly in front of my mouth, so that's probably why I was so loud. Okay. Last we left off, I think we killed a man. Evidence is piling on. No, I probably did blasphemy. I moved the mic in front of my mouth for the recording of the Dead by Daylight stuff. Anyways. I'm thinking this is where we're finally going to get outed. If not, we're getting away with it. Ha! A judicial assistant and a woman, no less! Preach, ouchie. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. I've never met someone as alpha as ouchie. Yes, I fully understand. I only ask for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. Ah! You're too late, girl. The trial has already been concluded. 5 minutes. I will not allow any more. All I can spare. But, Your Excellency, I am most grateful. Based, yes, based ouchie. There's a smudge on my screen. That makes it look like she has a scar on her eye. Let me clean that up real quick. Okay. Who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please simply accept this for now. What is it, a report about something? Written in English. It's Giselle Brett's research. The English woman's? Oh, it has how to make poison. After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility and borrowed this paper. The kimono's so pretty. It is very pretty. I like the small floral designs because I don't like flowers on things, but in a small amount, it's just an accent. An accent and it looks nice. Oh, right. That's right, Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Oh, no, of course not. Eye squabs. Special characteristics of cure air and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Cure air. What's that? Never heard that word before. Time's up. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. Yes! Go, ouchie! Be gone, thought! There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could in a note, just inside the cover. I think it could be valuable. Please, cast your eye over it. This is wonderful. Thank you. We got Giselle's report, so let's go ahead and open it up. Goodbye, then, and good luck! Oh, what the fuck? Did anyone else see her? She was real, right? What the heck? That was a real girl. She was here, not in my imagination. Alright. If you had a kimono, it would just have giant kanji for kimono on the back. It'd be so sick. Poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America, sorry. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Instant paralysis to the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters a body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full-body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. No breathing. It's Karari. Alright, got it. From the Touhou project. Oh, yeah. I like Touhou. I don't really know much about it, but like all the clips I see of it looks very fun. Maybe too much for someone of my skill level. I'm better suited for other games, but bullet hells do look fun to watch. Okay, so, can I examine it? Oh, that is me examining it. Okay, I could, like, if it or something. Smells like Miss Brett. You have had long enough, Counsel. We cannot detain our English guests any longer. I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present the court? I presume not. What? Ew! Objection! The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency. Right, Ryan. We're out of options here. This really is our last chance. Yeah, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett? Yes, Your Excellency. How did I do her accent before? Yes, Your Excellency. Yes, Your Excellency. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer. It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid. Got it. It's not fair. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was paraphrases the question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order. Ooh. I've said this many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense. My apologies, dear lady. So, Counsel. You ever want a Touhou Project fan game that's not a bullet hell, it's just Touhou Mystia's Izakaya? Not that hard. Ryan's so much easier. We should just, like, rename everyone to names that we can more easily pronounce. Really hit her with that, not a request, it's an order, bitch. What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? My university collar pin! Can I show it to him? I wanted to show you my collar pin. It's cool because you guys use it as, the lives. It's this one, so I have to click R.
Yes!
It. Miss Giselle Pratt, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at UMA University doing research. Research by sheer coincidence, perhaps. Into a deadly poison. What? Poison? Where are you going with this, Counsel? A toxin known as Ferrari, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What? What a complete and utter nonsense! You can't just say objection and then say that's stupid. I guess you can. They do it all the time on like court shows. Kurare, you say? I've never even heard of it. You wouldn't have, but you would have. Wait, what? Hold on. What did he just? Did I have a stroke? You wouldn't have done. You wouldn't have done. You wouldn't. Okay, no, I'm reading that right. I had to make sure my dyslexia wasn't kicking in. What do you mean? I mean that you wouldn't have heard of the Kurari before. For one simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist? Correct, which means no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they'd never identify Kurari. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. What? Nani? My American tongue refuses to pronounce pagans to like Ryonkoshe or whatever it is. Order! 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 Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to the report authored by the visiting research student from England, Kurari has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists. European, I'm a peon. To lace the arrows? The reports state that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. Okay, so she laced the bullet with this poison, or I did, I don't know. Shot the professor, so he died of the poison, and the bullet wound was to cover it up. Got it. Free of charge, baby. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Kurari suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery! To start with, if the victim had been administered some of the so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming, writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed. Because it's anesthetic. That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I wouldn't have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it's the other way around. What do you mean, other way? The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that Kurari was used. Explain yourself, Counsel. The moment the toxin entered the person's system, it caused instant paralysis. I like the way my character just shuffles through the papers. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, whoa. Whoa! There's a bunch of blank pages. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's right. Look at this, right there. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible! Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, Dr. Wilson did... But with a chair under for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation, no breathing. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. That's hideous! To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. He had to feel that burn out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he probably did feel it. No, I don't know. Can you feel paralytic? Because they say in the book, I think, that they can use it in like small doses as an anesthetic, or that they're testing it for anesthetic purposes. But for the victim himself, it's not. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison. Bro, I'm a mastermind. I killed the hell out of this dude. And you're suggesting this bottle capsule actually contains this terrifying poison?
Objection!
Drink it. Go ahead. Drink it. We'll find out. This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing, but a happy tale for the defense. Ahem. If I may. All these facts, you think you're so clever, but you must be taught some Shut up! It is you who must be taught. I knew she was British. The way she said shut up, that's a British shut up if I've ever heard one. Oui, milady, mademoiselle. Of course. Forgive, dear lady! I was trying to anticipate. I'm starting to feel a connection with Ouchie. Go on and eat the concentrated gluten. That's such a good episode. Oh, this is how you Japanese behave, is it? What? You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the result as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act. Well, Miss Brett, the feeling's mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
What accent is this? It's her accent. She does this accent. Enough of this! I, for one, refuse to accept it! The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules! That's true. No breaking the rules. What's so funny? Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett? May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please? Well, yes, I don't see, why not? Damn, good pour. That's why you know he got the job, like, that's why he's on top. Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys. Sorry. To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a partial comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics is laughable, really. Don't really give it, man, just shattering on the ground. But I'm getting bored of it all now. Time for the games to end. Cheers! Just dies on the spot. Wait, what are you doing? The poison is, or the antidote is in the drink. Or is in the glass. The glass is the antidote. No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. I did it. I killed the man. I knew it. I kind of want her too. Yeah, me too. We all want her. Goodness, whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned. So, no curare. The bottle was clean, is that what you're saying? You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in the Grand Venue. Most kind. Grr. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett. I should like to be excused now, please. Just drink from the bottle straight. I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries. Why do I sound like Stitch? Also, that might be like Stitch or my Schmeagle at that point. Oh, those still little. We are most gratified for all the assistance you have given. Sorry, I started slipping there. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she swallow the whole glass and live to tell? I don't understand it. Well, I suppose, if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. Has to have been poison in that bottle. I'll just put poison in it. Hey, yeah, can I see it? Goes behind desk, drops a bunch of poison in it. But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Ryan. We have all the clues now. That bottle of water contains the poison. It contains the poison. No, if it had the poison, she would have taken it. She didn't take it. She took the glass instead. Because the glass had the poison, not the drink. So she had to have, like, wiped the poison on the rim or something. As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle. What? Why? Ryan! Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, she'd be dead by now. Sometimes your unadulterated naivety it really astounds me. Hi, Adriana! But sometimes it's in need of a good staining until it's as dark as your uniform in the ways of the world. I forgot what he just said. Where did that sentence come from? Oh, is that what this color's supposed to represent? Yeah, we do have like a shit brown uniform color. That was guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, for which you will be penalized. This whole trial is poisoned. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, otherwise she would have killed over dead. Okay, so I got that wrong. Come on, Ryan. With all the clues now, that bottle of water, it contains the poison. Why would she leave the poison on the thing? The culprit did put curare, I'm just gonna call it poison, into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious.
Objection!
Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way the bottle could have contained poison. I mean, we just saw Miss Brett drinking the water from it. Drinking from the bottle straight, bitch. That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think. And I believe that complication can be explained. How, exactly? I don't know why I'm reading extra words. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. Here the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. Has to be. Very well, if the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned unscathed, whatever?
Yes!
Deems the defense, or should I say, wretched accused, is the only real source of complication in this case. Ah! I've been shot! Nothing harder than that, detective. Sorry, Your Excellency, I'll try to find better supporting evidence. You're making this complication more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. So what evidence is there? Plastic lips. That has to be it. Read her notes again. Poison made from certain trees. Hunters use it to incapacitate their prey. Instant process of the entire body, subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as the inflicted by... Okay, so it has to enter through a wound. Drinking it won't do it. The toxin could be used as anesthetic, however, a solution for the respiratory risk caused by non-first patients with that suffocation. Okay, so I think it's actually her notes.
Yes!
There we go, yeah! The answer to this riddle is right in Miss Brett's own research report. Oh, sorry.
Objection!
EG, it's been so long. I was actually thinking about you today because I was going through a lot of my notes and I saw your what did I see? What notes did I see? I saw like a past conversation we had. That's not a valid explanation. No. After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency. I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Susato-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, Counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? Special characteristics. Been hearing a lot about the Kirari poison, and it's left me most curious about something. Oh, Counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using the poison for years and years. To lace the heads of arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. Get to the point, please! She plans on eating Dr. Wilson! Ah! But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Okay, so yeah, it's like... So it's safe to eat and drink. But in the blood, it's dangerous. Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, wouldn't they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, Counsel, no, that would be madness! Man, I love the judge. I love how he's just like willing to... He just hops on the back of whatever bus. Like, you start saying something, you'll be like, that's 100% correct! I can't believe it! Crazy! And then as soon as he gets proven wrong, oh my gosh! Great Scott! No way! Under special characteristics, it says this. The judge is just along for the ride, yes, exactly. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Again. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Kirari enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However... I knew it! They shot him in the head, so he died of the poison. It wasn't the bullet, it was the poison that entered from the bullet. Why is there a dog next to you? It is his dog. Yes, that is my dog, Aggro. He's currently curled up underneath my desk because he's afraid of the thunder. When it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. What? Miss Brett. Someone slice her hand open and pour the water on it. You authored this research. You knew Kirari's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking the water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little... Oh my gosh, the hat's alive! Well, Ryan, it turns out You're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
All the poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure, but I fail to see how it possibly... Oh, here she goes. So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. What are you trying to say? Oh, the hatchback door. Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. Schoolboyish? I like big hats. I like the hat too, girl. Flaw? As even your brains have managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric sucus. Oh, yeah, well, of course. Gastric suckers, what are they? Well, this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk. The professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? Ah! That's right! Good gracious! That's basically science. That's basic science, and science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand. No? Ooh, there's a lot of debate going on in this courtroom. I'm gonna get away with it, guys. I'm about to get away with it. Order in the court. Order. The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. You're trying to suggest the burn mark on his arm. No, the bottle's poison. Wait, hold on. Is the knife? No. Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on the trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that. Oh, cool hat. Sick. Dude's been holding that wine bottle this whole time. Good arm. I get tired. What is this welling up inside me? Oh god, he's getting a kink for a woman yelling at him. He's just like me. I've never felt like this before. A sort of conviction to break down. So intense. Almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's animalistic desire to take down my prey. Oh, he does the finger point! Objection! He said it! He said objection! I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. Ah! How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You're alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, you must provide compelling evidence. We know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson have been killed by the curare? Why would he alone have been killed by the curare? Death occurred after 2 a.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Oh, he got shot in the body. I thought he got shot in the head. Maybe you guys were right. Maybe that is blood on the knife. Maybe she cut him a little bit. Slice. Well, then she would have had to pour the bottle over the knife, and that would be weird. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions. Definitely. It also shows the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there. Exactly. Oh, Cosmo, she's right there. We're aware of her. I love where it says kitchen. Oh yes, what of it? No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry. I mean, you don't remember those characters yourself? Don't you study? Study harder, Ryan. Plan of the restaurant. Okay, how do I skip this? One, I've never even played this. It's so obvious. He stared the answer right in the face. Did I? Is it the card? How am I staring? Hold on. How do you flip it again? Can't find anything out of place. Okay, maybe you guys were... Oh, hold on. Is it the knife? I think it might be the knife. But like, how did she like dip her knife in the wine glass before she stabbed him? Put away the card. I put away the card. Just scroll up on chat. No. I can figure this out. Okay, let's go over everything we have. University pin. I think I killed the man, but I'm going to get away with it, so we're not going to use that. Death occurred after 2 p.m. was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot. Bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Where'd the gunshot come from? That's the question. Photograph of print that shows the victim. Okay. Egg! Hi! Waiter's business card. Crime scene. Okay, I don't think it's any of these. It might be this one for the knife. A record of dental work on the day the murder victim had undergone dental treatment. Is it this? Okay, I think the medical report card might be the fallback. No, it is the medical report card because he has an open wound in his mouth. Oh my god, it's that. As Miss Brett, I'm so good at this game. You're so dead inside right now. I got it, I think. Unless I'm gonna lose this right here. As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. You suck. Nuh-uh. I'm a great detective. Wait, what am I in this game? I'm a great lawyer. Uh-oh. Shocked. The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But, what if there was a wound inside the mouth of a person drinking the poisoned water? Inside? Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. Oh! So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. This part's sick. I like this. I like this part. Is she laughing? I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games of yours, half-baked arguments, are all so puerile. Well, what do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy, you'll find out soon enough. Oh, she got a smoke bomb? You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip. Alright, detective, get in there. Speed. Never mind. Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. No! You don't have to say no! That's illegal! Officer, what are you waiting for? Let up as much water from that broken bottle as possible at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you it will soak up all the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the No! Where's our HVAC? How could you? You won't get away with this. Alright, one, Detective Hosonaga sucks. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not. You. And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course! You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady? That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's clear as day, isn't it? The professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy. Oh my gosh, I did do it. I knew it. No, you killed the victim that day using curare. I knew it. I killed him. She might have killed him first, but I killed him second. I shot him. And then, in order to frame Ryan for the crime, no. Yeah. You waited until he picked up the pistol you arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. And in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every... That's a lot to take into consideration, Cosmo. Have you ever thought that maybe I did it? I think he meant a wet vac. Hold on, is HVAC not the little eyeball dude with the nose? No, HVAC's heating and air conditioning. Wet vac. I haven't really... Oh yeah, it is a wet vac. Shot vac. Oh, it's a shot vac. That's it. Shot vac. Yeah, the little dude from the Teletubbies. Oh, right, yeah, the case. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have... Whoops. You don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly, and as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by gunshot to the chest. Delivered in the cold blood by the accused, Ryan. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her. But now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed the evidence was obscene. Ryan. Yeah? You've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. Why are you prepping your sword like that? Chill, dude. I told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on. Yeah, that's true, but didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. The swan shot him. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What I saw, what I felt. It was a black and white photo. Every color. That's blood. He had to have been turned around. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could be another clue to expose. There is a clue! No, there's nothing. I did it. I did it. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryan? Come on, then. Let's wipe the smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence. Alright. I can't wait. Been niggling. I don't know why that word tickled me. It's been niggling me for a while. So it feels I've missed my memories that day. Whatever it is could be the key at the truth to all of this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows what Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been. Been cancelled.
Take that!
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this. Yes? What is it? He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. He hard-R'd. As you said, it does sound like something Uncle Ruckus said, taking the kids on a field trip. As you said a number of times, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day. Wait a minute, where... Oh, shit. Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw in the... Okay, see, I don't like this. I like that it's like black and white and you can assume that the color isn't quite what you think it is. But I can't see the, like a stain here that would let me know, like, the evidence. I want there to be something that, like, I can see so I can interpret it from my end before the character does. But I literally had no clue about this until my character goes, oh, by the way. Yeah, there's a whole, like, smear of blood across that table. Other than that, the rest of the game's been pretty good. Was a spattering of blood. What? Feels like this should have been our first clue. Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. It didn't go through. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front. There's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon?
Attention!
This is beyond ridiculous, fabricated nonsense. The court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing? Ooh, I told him to hold it. I told him to shut your mouth. Oh, no. He said it. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector? You mean... Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence at the scene of the crime. Give it to Miss Brett. Oh, look at her. She's patting her face. Give the plate to Miss Brett so she can show the rest of us. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. You did what? What? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak and the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. This dude just has a house full of food. This is just food from crime scenes. He's labeled all of them. It's hard. It's weird to say he has a. Why is he bleeding out his mouth? I think he has an illness. We must examine it now. Run home. Go to your fridge and get the steak. Inspector, the court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Bring everything. And like, oh yeah, I also took her chair, the chair that has the shotgun like loaded in the bottom of it. I didn't think it was pertinent to the case. Yes, sir. You say they never actually explain why he coughs up blood all the time. He just has what I have, where we just cough a lot. Sorry for the delay. Here's what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it? No. Of course there isn't! Quickly, Inspector, the blood man! Show the court! Of course, examine the plate to your leisure. No. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it, I'm sure of it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking happened. After I shot him, I used the remainder of the drink in my glass and threw it on the plate. That's not his plate. Oh yeah, it's been eaten. Yeah, that's a much smaller piece of meat. Inspector, did you have a couple bites? Right there on the table behind the professor, there was blood on the side of the plate. Like, oh, whoops, this is the inspector's plate. My bad. What an unbecoming expression, little boy! Quack! You'll see, this is why I always say you can't trust the Japanese, I tell you. Ugh. Tisk, I couldn't agree more in the case of this disgrace to the Empire. I believe we may have finally reached a conclusion. Shut the fuck up about the conclusion. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. The detective's hungry. He took the food because it looked good. The sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again. Be my guest. The plate of steak has been entered in the court record. Was the plate I saw, or I thought I saw, just a figment? This is it now. I've lost. I knew I did it! Ryan. Not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. Believe in myself, really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? There's another clue! There's a whole chunk that's been taken out of it! Your Excellency, I said that weird. Please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. You gave me permission! Shut the fuck up, Ouchie! No, I'm sorry, buddy. You can go back to sleep. You can go back to sleep, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I woke up aggro. You're gonna head out? Alright, bye, bud. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you too. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, go get some water. Yeah. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye anymore to any unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied with all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh yeah, I love Ouchie. Ouchie's great. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this beefsteak is the new clue to be found? Extra little chomp marks. Oh shit, the coin! I found the coin, guys! Huh? What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin in the hallmark of the Hoei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what is it doing there? Wait, it was a Hoei Koban? Yes. And apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine pretty valuable. Cool, so I can use it to like buy my way out of prison, probably. I'll just pocket that really quick. I've heard of pearls before, swine, but I've never heard of bullion and bouillon. And I don't think you ever will again. I don't know what is bullion? This is extraordinary, though. This means... Okay, he's just gonna say the same thing. Okay, it's kind of the same thing. There's only one logical explanation. This is someone else's plate. Can I do that? Can't find anything out of place. Is it the bull? This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat? A cow, obviously. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beefsteak. Seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware. This is the symbol of La Carnival, is it? Oh, I have to present it. This isn't his steak. This is the steak that belongs to the antique guy.
Got it!
Good gracious, that's... Ah! Going. What's on earth? Ahoy era. Yes, we all get it. It's a Ahoy era Koban coin. Miss Brett? This is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day of question. Is it? Oh my gosh, did she steal the coin? She stole the coin. Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
What's a ridiculous question? How should I know? Never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it. I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction. Yep, we do that all the time in cooking. We throw coins under the food.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? Where Hohe Koben? Stop saying that. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to the Great Britain right now. No. Don't do that. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel? A rare Hohe Koben just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. This turns out to be irrelevant to the case. I'll give up my lawyer job right now. I barely have it. I'm going to jail after this. By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway. Everyone's yelling at each other. Everyone's gotta be nice. Perhaps the little boy should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of the coin if he can explain what it's doing under that steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. Oh, I forgot we can examine the people too. The owner of the Koben coin is... Here, it's Kyle. Corey, that's his name. We call him Corey.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and the owner of Rasute, Corey-san. Yuri, as in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Okay, Brett. Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koben coin when it happened. The exact moment the gun was fired. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Alright, what were you doing? Hunting for the treasure! Oh, sorry, I forgot I had the little man noise. Indeed! The Hohe Era Koben, my prize coin! Then this Hohe Era Koben, do you mean to tell me? No, please, why would Corey's Koben be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense. Which is why I'm asking you to bring Corey back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. She's gonna take the coin and eat it. Can't believe we come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koben, we'll find it's a key element to the case. Did the stand get wider? What's all this about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves. Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice. A worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say the sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence. Be that as it may, Corey-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memory serves, have you... Yes, that's it! The one, the very exact one that is... The splendid Hohe treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day! It can't be. As I thought. Young man,
Enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwiched? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my Hoey treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing?
Are they waiting for me?
Excuse me. Could I say something?
Yes, of course.
Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau.
Wicked crimes indeed.
We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected.
So that's why you're sent undercover, is it?
Yes, I took on the job of the waiter of the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief.
Well, unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seemed. The woman and the professor went there often, right? Oh my gosh, was the professor a criminal and he wanted to give up his evil ways? He says, I'm gonna turn myself in. And she's like, no, you can't do that. Shoots him, throws the poison into his mouth. I think I solved it, guys. I don't think I killed him. I think the professor is a criminal. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Kori-san's Koban is all too clear. What?
What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole Kori-san's and hid it in his safe? I think it's Wilson. I think Wilson did. It could be Brett, though. So it's like, it's a 50-50 on these two. Now, I have two guesses before I lose. I'm going to guess Brett first. But if I'm wrong, I have to be 100% right on everything else. It's Corey after that.
Take that!
Yeah, seems like a likely candidate for the Koban thief. No, come on, Ryan. Huh? You shook me. Not so much as you shocked me. No one could have approached the table unnoticed. Even if you're a crazy fool, you couldn't have missed that. Not sure you should be calling Kori-san crazy. I was calling you a fool. Maybe I'm on the wrong track. It is! It is him! I knew it was him! Wait, hold on. Hold on, no, wait. Hosonaga took the plate. It has to be him, right? I'm guessing it's Hosonaga. It's Hosonaga! Stop. I want to hurt this idiot. Which idiot? Please stop. Why? Don't die in the tutorial. I'm not dying. I'm a criminal. Well, there was a person whose job was to approach the tables. It's the waiter, right? Am I right? Is it Hosonaga? Okay, I'm going to guess it's Hosonaga. No, it's not Hosonaga. It's not. Okay, it's not Hosonaga. Okay, in that case, it has to have been... Is it Wilson? It's not John. Okay, it has to be... It has to be... Nosa. Because he doesn't realize it was underneath the beef. So I'm going to guess it's Nosa now. And if you guys don't correct me in 10 seconds, I'm going to click the spacebar, which is the present button. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and a half. 2 flat now. Different than 2 and a half. This is just 2 now. 1. Okay, I'm pressing spacebar. Oh, it's not space. It's R. It's the R key. Okay. Obviously, it can only be you, Sergeant Nosa. How? How dare you? You monster. Monster? I stole that Coben, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You seriously can't be accusing me of these crimes, cadet. But it wasn't me. It was Ido. Ido is the mastermind behind all this. Oh, he's ratting out the child. Wait, the child's not even a child. It's a grown-ass man that he's been carrying on his back. Wasn't he struggling for cash? Oh, was he? You would push the blame for your crimes on your own son, an innocent baby. It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. There'll be another trial right after this. Ah! Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop! Yeah! Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant Ace Nosa, preparing to stand down Supreme Court, sir. I don't know about that. That's good. Can't do that. Child's neck. Can't have that much force put on it. Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wage the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflict remain in place. I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. I enjoyed chomping on my way through a good steak at the same time. Sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork, even which is worth. Oh my gosh! The plate of steak with the chop marks in it. He's just been chomping down on it. And your target that day was the old man at his Coben. Okay, here's my new working theory. After I killed the professor, the army guy ran over, hid the steak in the plate because he knew the waiter was going to take it from there, and he would come back later on in the day and fetch the coin, not realizing that the waiter was actually a cop in disguise. So he actually took it home, so he couldn't get the coin. But he was also really hungry, so before he put the coin under, he took 3 big chomps from the steak and set it back down. Oh, and then he shot the professor. Or I did. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin in my pocket without any trouble. Veritable phantom thief you are. I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang! Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido too. I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could. On the double.
Oh my gosh, so we do have the wrong plate. The fucking detective grabbed the sergeant's plate and not our... He didn't grab the right plate, he mixed them up. Grab both plates, you idiot! I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. This is ridiculous.
Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett.
Of course, dear lady, of course.
How rude of us. That's the wolf in the sheets, baby. Beating this case up.
Quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Indeed. The theft of the Coben was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It certainly appeared to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
Nonsense, is it? God, this hurts. Just skip the dialogue. I want to get to the part where... oof. It's not the right meat!
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, beyond nonsense, it's pure madness.
Very well. Now all the questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered. I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And good day.
Objection! Check the fuck out of it, Ryan! Ryan, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming.
Oh, no, it's just... something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. Can't quite work out what exactly... Oh, I feel there was a contradiction there somewhere. I mean, it didn't quite add up.
If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Cosmo, give me your sword.
Wait.
Miss Brett.
What is it now?
I'm afraid, just one last time, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Objection!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryan? Let me get the mouse.
I did coin a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. And as for picking up...
Oh, my house just flickered.
We're still on?
Yeah.
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, beyond nonsense, it's pure madness.
That's how you eat your steak too, bitch!
Yes, I'm right. Well, she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction.
I'm going to see evidence, counsel. Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory. Where is the evidence? The steak! The steak!
Take that!
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred? What's interesting is the plate of steak that you can see on the victim's table. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. More accurately, we now know the knife was clean, so she was just taking chomps out of it. More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Oh, she's quiet. Not true.
Does something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
Extremely obvious. Talk about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Uh-oh. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what, counsel?
A few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Now she's a dude!
Then take a good look at the steak, and particularly the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Ah! Oh. Ah! It's like Miss Brett realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
But what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry and couldn't help her. Ooh. Hey, fat bitch. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Oh, we got her. We got her on the ropes, everybody. Of course, of course. This will be over in the blink of an eye. We already knew that. Well, I didn't. I've heard enough! You irritating little spectacled samurai relic! Oh, of course! Oh, calling him a spectacled samurai relic. Dear lady! What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? That's a good one. That was good. Clearly the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implication these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryan, do you know where you're going with this? No. I don't. I don't know. Yes. Now at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with the cutlery. Okay, here's my working theory. Let me walk you guys through my working theory. She wasn't eating a steak at all. She delivered the steak. No, she... Okay, so she poisoned him, and while he was knocked out, she wanted to set up the scene to look like they had been eating together. So she brought the steak from the other table over there. And then with the... Just shut up about your shitty ass theory and play the... It's not a shitty theory, it's a good theory. It's working though, it's a working theory. I'm never gonna be detective extraordinaire with you guys putting me down. The reason why the blood sand I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. She swapped it. Oh my gosh, she picked up his, ran over to the other table, set it down, and then delivered his steak over to this table. That's what she did. Got it. Working theory. Sherlock Holmes, thank you. Most importantly, hold on. Wait. Give me 1 minute real quick. Oh, I'm not texting. The evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Everything? Yes, I believe these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to the conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Ah! Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You broke the bottle, bitch! Okay. You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase, typical Japanese empty threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you were really such conclusive evidence, you would have presented to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been? What? But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Objection!
This is absurd! The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be! I don't believe you have it! Go ahead with the objection. I don't, but there's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. Osanaga! And that person is willing to submit a piece of evidence I'm referring to. It will solve, I'm pointing as well, every remaining mystery about this case. Good hat. I like this hat. Don't be mean to my hat. I thought, no, you're right. I look stupid. Who possesses the conclusive evidence? It's Hasanoga! It's ours.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga. Well, I have it. Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this stake with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoyed chomping my way through a good steak. As well as admitting to stealing Corison's coin, he told us he slipped under. You watch it, cadet! I'm a superior officer! Not for long, bitch. Your peers are in the stand. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the stake that you put the coin under, in fact, your own stake? Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the stake that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's.
Objection!
Well, that makes no sense! A plate was taken from the victim's table!
Objection!
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over? No, but I think she did. You did switch the plates. Oh, did he? Well, after it happened. Oh my gosh, he did do it. He did do it. When I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. He decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet there was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With my military position and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you, so yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable! Oh my gosh. Oh, whoops, sorry, that's wrong image. There we go. Fear not. What now? I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform, that is all I did. Sir! All you did, that's plenty, Sergeant!
Yes!
So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga? Yes? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had only taken Miss Brett's steak after... Not only taken Miss Brett's steak, but also the sergeant. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, she's cringing. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now.
Oh god, yes! Oh my gosh, did anyone else get excited for that? Oh, I got excited for that. The play was actually the play was sorry, I'm salivating. What could that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold stab of tough meat can't have the slightest bearing in the case. No, you're wriggling your way. No way, no, you're not wriggling your way out of this time, lady. I beg your pardon. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No. You're the worst ones who decided. You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. Oh no, I said worse. The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembered seeing. You good, Grease? Yeah, no, I just have to clean up after this. Thinks he remembers. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson. Could be ketchup. There was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, see, there's more of the steak on this plate. Sorry for keeping you. Oh, it looks much nicer, too. Looks like she actually sliced it. Here's the other steak. He probably had to have grabbed it and be like, oh, yeah, look, there's the blood. Please feel free to examine it. There's a lice mark down it. The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Ryan to have shot the victim.
Oh! It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right. It's Ido. Or the child, no less. Oh, no, Brett. It's you! Oh, that finger point. Juicy. Don't let her grab that shit. Yes, you gotta start licking at it. Uh-oh. You want a heart attack? Outdone by a Japanese... Me? By a Japanese schoolboy. No. No, no! Ah! Oh, hey, the big chick. Ah! Grab it by the neck and just wring it. It's really weak. It has an obvious weakness. Long, slender neck, easy to be cut. Oh, did she die? We're good. Oh. In Fable, the original Fable, you could eat baby chicks to increase your evil meter. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior from an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. The fuck is this game, bro? Oh, we killed a man and we're getting away with it now. It was I who took the professor's life using curare. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planted
So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan. Oui. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Oui, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I assure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan in the spur of the moment. He just carries 2 guns on her? A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man? I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. Oh, okay. I decided to use that back to my advantage. I had the bottle of curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. What else is under there? Checker. I'll do it. Under your skirt? So I was right, there were 2 guns. Oui. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, that's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point, he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Ryan was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen in the locked room inside. Hold on, I have court record that shows that's a lie. It's missing. I lost some evidence. That's when I took it upon myself. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson, where he picked up the gun. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. It's not a misdemeanor, it's you killed someone. Your Excellency? Yes? I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? I shall call on you. Oh no, she's gonna sleep her way out of this. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Brian. Yo, women just do that. Don't you hate when your girl phases out of existence? It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement. This can't be! Ouchie doesn't lose! Not like this rookie student! Oh no, don't worry, Ouchie, you're good. The wolf in the sheets. Are you gonna judge? Yeah, judge. High five. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Ah, Ryan! What, yeah? This insult to the Ouchie family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with your age, Council.
But the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. I mean, it's not like Ouchie's fault. Ouchie's just doing his job of, like, protecting the woman, and I'm doing my job of, like, protecting justice. Like, we're both just doing our best to protect. If he gave up early, like, that would suck. I wouldn't want him as, like, my lawyer. They both did fine. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. I ran. Oh! Algie was dumb. Everyone in this courtroom was dumb. No one in here made a lick of sense. Except for me, Detective Grief. The lady. Did the hat. Lady. Oh, hold on, you tip it forward. The lady. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in the country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryan, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency! The use of evidence and deduction to unravel... What did I read? A thousand millennia may pass, and the Ouchie clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Cutting one's top knot is basically akin to killing one's honor. Alright, well that just makes Cosmo the asshole. Come on, Cosmo, be cool. Got a dude's top knot. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. The curse works. Ryan's descendant is Phoenix Wright, who always defeats Ouchie's descendant Payne in court. Oh, is Payne the hot guy in the red suit? Cosma. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. Oh, he wants to go kill somebody. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind. As for you, Ryan. Oh, yes? In you, I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential, gumption. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Got that. Pizzazz. Thank you, Your Excellency. Hot red suit guy is Edgeworth. What the heck is Payne? Payne to do with the glasses? It's time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant Ryan not guilty. I was almost guilty there, guys. I almost lost. Godot is much better. This court is now adjourned. Edgeworth is cute. Thank you. Can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through the horrendous trial. Ryan, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Cosima. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on the Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. Oh, how did I do this voice? Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Oh, that's the woman.
I thought it was the Omni-Man guy. Congratulations, both of you, for proving Naruhodo's innocence. Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much. If we hadn't had the research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Father? Oh yes, of course. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Misato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Speaking of Mikotoba, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Is that how I did his voice before? Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you, after all. Your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Based on yaoi. Oh, this is the toxic yaoi I've been hearing about. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? Never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world in science and medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Pull the Furby. I want to see what happens. Me too. You just give a little tug at his rope. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I didn't hear USA in there. Are they forgetting a certain country? I will. I'll learn all I can. I swear on this, the spirit of a Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Britain, are you? Of course I am. Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. Well, if you're allowed to carry a sword out in public at this time, but I guess they would know as they made this game, so you know what, never mind. And I'm not trying to be racist and say that Japanese can't carry blades, but I know there was a police force that would if you had a sword on you in public, they would kill you. So people just stopped carrying swords out in public because of them. That's not anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. Not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. What? Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that. Why not? The matter of consular jurisdiction. Oh. God, I'm just guessing who's saying it. Metro Hosonaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... What's all this about the consular jurisdiction? That word. We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? But then, who's going to bring her to justice? British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now, that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. And so long as this is not a serious incident of highly political nature to our respective governments. They can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government's making secret arrangements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it.
The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously.
If that were true, then they'd leave her here. It's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is the time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of a 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor... You're right. No time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryan's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. Someone died, guys!
In that case, might I suggest La Carnival?
A little traumatic.
As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink.
You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? Did he get fired?
Let's not worry about the details for now. To La Carnival! Will you accept us, Professor?
Of course, La Carnival's food is second to none. What if he brought, like, the bottle of sparkling water to the table? On the house. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Ryan Song's release. Oh, yes, thank you. Sending the woman to do the paperwork. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Wilson! Kazuma? Yes, Ryan. I just want to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day... Oh, sorry. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. Not sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on. Don't be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it, for being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh, no, not me. All the intense verbal combat, I'd never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do, that's all. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryan. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? An eye for detail? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what you believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But it doesn't mean you... But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your clients. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little experience, but you never stop believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and time again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. I'm thinking Cosmo's a bad guy. I'm thinking he's going to do something, like, evil. We're gonna have to, like, out him. We're gonna have to fight him in the end. Thanks, Cosmo. Attorneys don't always think their clients are innocent. That's true. I think they don't have to care if their clients are innocent. They just have to prove that they're innocent. Like, okay, this is the evidence, let's prove that it's wrong. And they just have to keep doing that over and over again until the case is over. Because it's guilty without a reason of a doubt. So, like, everyone has to, like, say guilty. So as long as you just get one person believing that they're not guilty, you've done your job. You just say, oh yeah, the sky's blue? No, it's red. And you prove that the sky can be red at times. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryan. Well, it's a favor, really. Oh no. Something very important to me. Oh no, he wants my butt! And I have to give it to him. Sounds serious. What is... Oh, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hosonaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget. Oh, is he gonna send me? Ah, yes, that too. Oh, he's gonna send me instead. So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor. That girl. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. Who kind of just threw bricks in my way. Because of the help and support of all these, what was that, people, I managed to get through the trial. But more importantly, Cosmo hadn't yet managed to ask his favor. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. And, oh, what a good ending! Hats off to you! Save your current progress? I would love to save my progress. Awesome! We did it! We beat Chapter 1! I really enjoy this game. I do want to play more of it, but before we play more of it, I do want to play some other games, like, in between. So we'll keep doing this. Today is going to be... Or, not today. Tomorrow is going to be Dead by Daylight. You're gonna lose track of your saves. No, I'm not. Tomorrow's gonna be Dead by Daylight, the random killer challenge, or the random perk challenge. Possibly Friday as well. If we lose even one time, that'll be the end of it. I'm not gonna keep playing Dead by Daylight. I'm just gonna do until we lose. After that, I want to play some other games. There's Disco Elysium. There's Ghost Runner. I think it's called Ghost Runner. Short ass stream. No, it's not gonna be short. We're gonna win. I've been doing really good in Dead by Daylight recently, and when survivors don't have the crutch of perks to save them, they do way worse. Anyways. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. We're just gonna do Dead by Daylight tomorrow, followed by
Probably, like Ghost Runner on Friday. If we lose. Yeah, that'll be all. We'll just figure it out as we go. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.